It is July and we are here for it. The sun is shining. It's 4th of July weekend, right? And we are all about sharing with you guys the specials breakdown. I mean, I think we're a little late on this. It's the 3rd of July. So I apologize. But it's one of those busy weekends for family and such. But today I'm excited to be here with I'm just going to call us the breakdown buddies, because this seems to be the crew. We've got Miss Joan here from BosqueOm Essentials.
Hello, everybody. Happy July.
Check out her adorable new haircut. Looking so cute. I love it. It's so
getting all curly today because it is humid here. I am telling you what, it's humid here today.
Oh, how funny is that? I wouldn't expect it out there in Albuquerque, but it is that time of year. Monsoon season is upon you, or you're in the midst, right? And we have our lovely friend and partner, Miss Diana from Wellness is Essential.
Hello, welcome to July.
Welcome to July, right? How is it already July? Every time we do these videos, I'm always astonished that it's what the time of year that it is. But like, it's July of 2022. Holy cow. Like, you know what though? It's almost Halloween.
It's almost time for Christmas in July. Just so
get your school supplies.
Oh boy, you are all about it. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like we're getting to that. I love fall. I mean, I love, anyway. So we are excited. I know you guys just want us to get to the info already. We have some great specials and some new products that we're going to share with you today. And we're going to start off with what the July general promos are. So every month we have a product of the month. We have like a little a discount product, our little Lrp specials that we like to, well, they're just something that you can expect every single month. This month you can get oregano for 10% off while supplies last. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And then your free bottle of oil for all of you Lrp members, the loyalty rewards program members, you're going to get a free bottle of Cypress, which, oh my gosh, we're going to get into. I love Cypress so much.
Love it. It's one of my absolute favorite oils.
Yes, my order already processed and I was all excited to see that free bottle of Cypress down there in the bottom. You know how it pops up and you're like, yeah, it's coming, and it's 15 ml. Yes. So if you're curious about how that works, if you just have your 25% off account with doTERRA, great. You can order whatever you want, whenever you want. If you are someone who uses, say, like the supplements, or you're trying to like spread out, gathering up your collection, or you're a regular user of your oils like us people, we have a loyalty rewards program where we order every month, not the same thing every month necessarily. We change the date, we change the shipping, we do all of that stuff, but we do order something every month. And because of that, we get these extra perks, extra discounts, and free oils. So if you order 125 PV by the 15th of the month, you get a free oil. And this month it is Cypress. So if you are not an Lrp, I'm afraid you can't have your free Cypress, but you can get that 10% off oregano, which is pretty good.
Or you do your first Lrp.
Yes, do your first Lrp.
Get your Cypress.
You are so right. So if you already have your account, like let's say you got your account set up in June, you can totally hop on ordering an Lrp order and take advantage of getting this free Cypress. Good point, Joan. She's on it. She's our Lrp goddess. So, she knows.
I am. I'm the queen of Lrp.
The queen of Lrp. What are you going to do?
I like to use it for the Cypress for any product of the month as kind of like a feature time, and just help everybody know that whether you get it for free with your Lrp or not, you could still see the value of the wonderful things that this oil of the month does. So I kind of feature it and give it like a little hoopla.
Yeah, it has like its moment in the spotlight, right? Where we learn a ton of new recipes. If you don't know, we have Facebook groups where it's really just about sharing a million different ways for you to use and take advantage of your oils, as well as answering your questions about maybe something that's come up for you or your family that you need help with. But I agree. Diana does it. You do an excellent job, Diana, of really posting so many great recipes, protocols, ideas for how to maximize the use of your oils, especially that featured oil, with the Lrp. So Cypress, I'm trying to think of how to describe how to smell it. I mean, obviously, you know, you get that woody tree sort of outdoor. I don't want to say pine because it's not pine like. It's like, how would you describe it without leading someone to think, you know, it's not like pine.
No, it's like
not at all.
northern woods to me, kind of, right? It's like where you are, Kari,
Yes.
right now. Kari, if you don't know, Kari's in Maine.
Yes.
And so
It
it's
is
like
very-
that. And, or if you're here, like if you're here in the desert Southwest where I am and Diana, you know, when you go to the high country, like when
Mhm.
you go up to the mountains and there's been rain and
Yes.
there's that incredible, you step outside and it's like that fresh, just beautiful aroma. That's what Cypress is to me.
Yes. You hit it. I think fresh woods, you know, after the rain, just it's so lovely.
Yeah, so don't
blend-
think like that nasty cleaning pine
exactly.
scent.
That's what I fear when people hear that word, that they're going to
Yeah.
think that it's so not. It has just such a richer aroma that it is almost like the entire tree.
Yeah.
You really get that sense from it. There are a lot of different ways that you can use your cypress oil. I have to say, I think the number one way that I use it is in my diffuser, because I just love the scent so much.
Yes.
But it has been a power hitter for skincare, for muscle care, joints. People use it in a lot of different ways. I think we have a salve recipe here too. And we have some great emotional benefits. I have a feeling that Diana might be able to hook us up with the emotional benefits of our cypress oil. I don't want to put you on the spot, Diana,
Yep.
but
Oh yeah, no, I'm right here. I'm ready. Cypress is the oil of motion and flow. But I did want to say that, you know, what's really nice about it is that a lot of people use it kind of for like, you know, the bumpy cellulite thing, and also for like in deodorant recipes, natural deodorant, and also helping with those you know, issues when you can't keep the, you know, keep from keeping it in to get to the bathroom on time and stuff.
Yeah.
Helps kids and older people you know, to deal with that, all of us. So it's wonderful, and it's one of the ingredients in balance that makes it so like, you
Yeah.
just know that balance smell and you like expect it and you love it. So, you know, cypress makes a big part of that, just like you're saying with the beautiful aroma that it has. It just really creates like a whole, you know,
yeah.
like mood there. Yeah, it's beautiful. So it's
I
the oil of motion and flow. And so what it does is it helps to create energetic flow, and it helps with emotional catharsis, as well as, you know, moving that stagnant energy out, and helping you have a more flexible mind, a more flexible outlook. And you're going to be able to let go of the past easier, move with the flow of life. And it's really wonderful for anybody who feels stuck, tense, you know, perfectionistic, control, you know, thing. And also just, you know, that fear that you have if things are out of control, right? So it really helps to, you know, let go of that and just enjoy being alive. And also just, you know, understand that life is going to flow. You can be part of it, and you don't have to hold yourself off to the side and be, you know, separate from what's going on. That's, it just brings you into that and just helps you to be more trusting and more adaptable. So cypress is a great energetic oil, and I use it all the time in my protocols, in my like working with, you know, my energy, trying to get through, you know, all the different emotional stuckness that can happen in life. We all get that, right? We've all gone through things, and then we just hang on to them and feel, you know, kind of trapped at that phase, like stuck. So
Yeah.
this just really helps you move forward and really just opens up, you know, a way for you to do that.
Yeah. Even if a lot of times we don't realize that we're stuck, right? We don't
Yes.
recognize it in the moment until we have the benefit of, looking back on things. So just regularly having some Cypress that you're using. And I know that Susan's family must be flowing great over there because they use it. She uses it in her amazing deodorant spray that she makes that helps her family. She does have some, I don't know how to
That spray
describe
is amazing.
it. It is
That
amazing.
spray is awesome.
She has some family members with, I don't know if I would go so far as to say overactive sweat glands, but she just says they're sweaty people. And so she has found that this really, really works as a way to help them with that situation. And I have been needing to try this for my issues. I have horrible bladder issues. And why don't, what I'm stuck. I need to use it. What's wrong with me? I'm going to make myself a test subject this month and
There you
featured
go.
Cypress month, right? Because
Yeah.
I definitely have some here and I'll be pulling it out. But yeah, I would say get it out and throw it in the diffuser. Sometimes we just don't even recognize that we're stuck in a space, and using these tools can help us. And then you look back and go, wow, that really, I'm just feeling better. You might not know why, but you just recognize that you're feeling like you're flowing better and things just, you're ready to be a part and participate. So, Joan, do you have any favorite uses or?
It's in my diffuser all the time. Pretty much every night it's in my diffuser. I love it. I love it in the diffuser. Absolutely. It's a great one to diffuse like in the bathroom too. Like, to have that sort of spa-like sense in the bathroom. It blends really well with citrus.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. It is very spa-like in the way like a eucalyptus has that spa aspect,
Yeah. But this is softer to me. The Cypress is a little bit softer. Yeah.
Great.
And I just love that sense of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It is softer, but you get that mood,
Yes.
So moving on to our 10% off this month, we have oregano, which is part of probably the most used recipe protocol blend ever called Flume. If you've never heard of it, if you are looking to support overall health and wellness just through supporting your natural immune system, you're going to want to have this recipe on hand. It's frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and just stick with the initials, with Melaleuca, but tea tree, right? So you can call it flute, but then people think it's a U and it gets really confusing. So we just stick with flume. This is a power hitting oil. This is going to be a hot oil, if you will. So one that you want to dilute before using topically. Although I have heard great things about oregano, a drop of oregano for skin tags, just right on it. It helps it really, really quickly. I'm just randomly throwing that out there because I remembered it with the hot part because it's a little bit like, whoa, okay. I have a funny story on oregano with that actually. Susan, again, we need Susan on here. Where's Miss Susan today? She bought she got a kit for her in-laws, and her mother-in-law has some mobility and muscle. Do you remember this? Diana's already laughing. Some issues with needing like her legs to be massaged and stuff, and her husband, who's also an older gentleman, was helping her with that, and she loved the oils. Oh, please use the oils, please, you know what I mean. And then a couple days he didn't know. He was just like, he would just grab an oil, and he did it with oregano on her legs. And she's so Susan said it was so funny because being so polite and stuff, she was like, hey honey, maybe don't use that green one this time, because it probably was really uncomfortable to have oregano rubbed all over your leg.
Wow.
But bless their hearts for trying, right? I mean, hey, any guy who's going to give you a leg massage, you got to love him. So you're gonna
it's good for anything though. Internal, it helps you internally, but it also you know, any of those kind of, like, it is actually good for your feet, because any of those icky things that start growing on your feet,
It's gonna knock 'em
oregano
out.
takes that away. So, I mean,
For
I mean,
sure. Her
you know,
legs were healthy. Might have been uncomfortable, and she may have smelled like pozole or spaghetti, depending on where you live. But, but you know, her legs were clean. That's for sure. They were clean. So yeah, I love the oregano. It is something I consider it just a powerhouse. I mean, we all use it in cooking. I like it in my diffuser, but for me, when I see a bottle of oregano, I think immunity support. I think health, wellness, fighting off icky bugs that come around about trying to threaten myself or my family, and that how this helps to support my body's ability to fight off those things in a natural way. So, you know, it's easy to just think of spaghetti, but it is so much more, so much more. Speaking of, but you know, I mean, I just think it's delicious. By the way, you only need like the tiniest amount.
Tiny. It is powerful, very powerful. So yeah, always with, I think to me, with all of the herbal oils, when you're cooking with them, go slow, because you can always add a little bit more, but you can't take it out. So go very slow, even to the point of like a toothpick sometimes is plenty.
Yeah, you can just stir, you can dip it and the toothpick in the oil and just kind of stir that into the sauce or whatever it is that you're making. I think what I like about the oregano oil and with the herbs, actually, if I don't have a fresh herb that I've just gotten, which is most of the time, because, you know, when, you know, especially when we're traveling and stuff, I feel like far more than the dried herb, the fresh flavor of the oil in the cooking is just so bright, you know. It tastes like the fresh herb in your cooking. I
Much more
like
so than dried. I agree. It's way better than dried herbs.
Yeah. So if you're, you know, if you don't have it there fresh, you don't have a nice little, you know, kitchen garden, or you haven't been over to the farmer's market, just grab your oil year round and you're good to go. Also for surface cleaning, you know, I mean, here it says in the bottom thing there, adding it to your cleaners is great. Again, smells amazing. So you're good there. In baking, you can use this for, here we've got a recipe for you. I'll leave this up for a minute or two while I know.
That looks good.
How good does that? I haven't had gluten actually, I just had my 6-month anniversary of being off of gluten. I'm so
wow.
I just realized that right now. But yeah, that does look really good.
I'm sure it'd be good with gluten-free bread too.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm sure it would too. Thanks, Joan. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you could even make, like, what would be wonderful too would even just be any kind of dipping with the olive oil and the balsamic for anything, you know what I mean? Like, it just, that without, minus the cheese, as we know, and the gluten, you could still make that with the wonderful olive oil and still have, you know, still use that in your meal.
Honestly, it does. It would be delicious. And I really like mixing the herbal oils that we have. Like the basil is really good this way. The rosemary is really good into an olive oil, because it just spreads beautifully. Like it mixes completely and beautifully. So really good in salad dressings and such too.
Salad dressings, in your hummus, whether you make your own hummus or not, even if you just get store-bought hummus, just put a drop in. It's delicious.
That's my favorite bring to somebody's, you know, gathering, is just pick up a thing of really good hummus, put a couple drops of, you know, oregano or rosemary or basil and that little bit of citrus, and it's unbelievable how good it is. And every single time people are like, wow, what did you do? You know, because it's like, yeah, like it's a drop.
Yeah.
You don't want to do more than one, right? In the diffuser though, I don't think people really think about that you would use oregano in your diffuser. I do for the reason of our immunity support, right? Because that respiratory support is really important and we get that benefit. But for real, in the fall, when I start, or even really kind of starting pretty soon here, when you start getting in that like, ooh, I want to start cooking more and doing more in the kitchen, especially as all these new veggies and stuff are abundant right now. In the diffuser, that fresh herb blend or any version of that is absolutely delicious. It smells, your house just smells homey and warm. It's amazing, you know, so welcoming, all of those things that you want your home to smell like. Diana, how about our emotional, you know, the diffuser would be the way to go on the emotional support. I'm sure there's so many great recipes out there for this, but what does our oregano oil do for us emotionally?
Yeah, oregano is powerful, as we know, and it is the oil of humility and non-attachment. So it's cutting through that fluff and teaching you to just really go and clear the negativity, remove your stagnation blocks, get rid of negative attachments of any kind. And yeah, it's forceful. It addresses that need to be right at all costs. It, you know, helps people to stop trying to convert everybody into doing everything and believing everything like they think they should, you know, and not allowing other people to just be their own selves, right? And it just, you don't want to be teachable. You don't want to be unwilling to budge. You want to be able to, you know, work with others and accept what's going on around you and be able to figure out, you know, how to get through the world, despite the fact that you might have strong opinions and you have the strong beliefs. You know, you might need a little dose of humility. So that always can support you, right? And to work with others and to just really, people are going to be more open to you if you're not coming on so strong, right? So oregano is great to release materialism and any kind of attachment that hinders your growth or progress. It helps with toxic relationships or oppressive job quitting. You know, like if you're tired of this job and you've been sick of it for a while, it can support you to help get out of that, any kind of destructive habits, and just really living in that non-attachment and teaching that, you know, divinity, your higher power, that can be what you turn to, release, you know, let go, let God, that sort of, you know, thing. And being able to just, you know, have humility as well as willingness and flexibility to learn. So it's pretty great. So I think this one, the breezy coastline, that is probably gonna knock all that stagnant crap out of there, because both lime and juniper berry are a really great combination with oregano in terms of like energetic movement and getting that going. And then throw in some cypress, kids.
Exactly.
Wow, well, that certainly seems like a timely oil for us.
Yes.
These days. We could all use a good dose of you know, being willing and more able to listen, right, and take in information and think based on, you know, new things that we've learned, right, or getting unstuck. Which both of our oils this month, featured oils, seem to have that theme.
Yes, very interesting.
Yeah, very. I love trying to like just look like without looking at too much, because before we, obviously, if you can't tell, we don't really we're not these are just our thoughts and things. We have no idea what doTERRA is thinking when they pair these things together. We just make our own, you know, I don't know, judgments, or I don't know what the word would be, but you know, we come to our own conclusions. But this one seems pretty obvious. You know, let's get unstuck, right, and get moving and communicating better, right, being more open. So really cool. Anything I do want to point out one thing. Notice in all of these diffuser blends, the same thing that we've been saying with oregano, one drop.
One
Drop. she's powerful. This bottle of oregano at this discount price is going to last you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will last a long time. You can make a whole lot of
And
fluid.
luckily she's slow too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're not going to over pour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the other herbal oils can come out quite quickly, but yeah, the oregano does. It's about what you would think an oil would be, right? It's kind of at that regular consistency. Now, I do want to point out, unlike the Cypress, even if you don't have an account, which, okay, you're going to pay more because you know, we all get 25% off, everyone who just opens up their doTERRA account. But if you want to pay retail, you also get 10% off of this month. So take advantage of that. If you're a retail person, our information will be in the description box below, so that you can reach out to us and get this oil in your household and be using it, right? Okay, now for the new products everyone has been waiting for, we are finally getting responsible, natural, mineral-based sun health care. What would you call this? I don't know.
Sun care, yeah.
Sun care. Yeah.
Sun
So
care.
exciting.
I so wish we had this when my children were smaller, because boy, was it an ordeal to find, you know, I don't know, sunblock, right? That you didn't feel like, okay, well, you know, I'm kind of having to balance out the problems here between, you know, the damage from the sun or the issues that are coming up because of this crap I'm slathering all over my children every day, right? Or myself. We normally live in the Southwest, and Miss Joan and Miss Diana live in Albuquerque, and the sun is a constant health risk in where we live. We used to live in Arizona, same problem. Unfortunately, not enough people take it seriously, and have to, unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of problems that can come from extended exposure to the sun. I feel like for most people, the biggest reason that they are just like, no, I don't want to, is because it feels like you have to do so much research and you have to do so much to figure out which one is the good one, which ones are the ones that have crap in it that you shouldn't be putting. Is my kid too old, too young? Do I need 30, 80, 900 P? What is all this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for real, right? It feels like, I don't know. And so you grab the copper tone and walk out the door, whatever. I don't know what brand is like. That's the only one I remember from when I was a kid. So Diana, you have done a lot of research into sun care and healthy skin. And we are going to do a deep dive on these in a future video that will allow us to really break it down. But what are your first impressions, though, just for folks who are excited to kind of go ahead and grab some of these for themselves?
Well, I was really excited because, you know, as you said, it's been a journey with me since I was about 21 years old. So I've essentially really learned a lot about sun exposure and the dangers because of having my own skin complications that had to be dealt with at that time. And then, you know, further hearing, don't expose yourself to the sun, make sure you're, you know, really being careful, because, and then we'll recheck you, make sure you're not getting, you know, this recurrence. So yeah, it's a legitimate concern for me. And the problem is that, right, you, especially somebody who has like a little bit of darker skin or any kind of tone in their skin, you go for that whole natural phase that you're talking about, where you were like, okay, I can't use any of this stuff like over the counter, like drugstore stuff. I need to find something that's going to work. So I'm going to go to my health food store. I'm going to find this thing. And then you're just like, you look like you're, you know, that just covered in that white mineral covering. And you're just like, you look like a lunatic. And people are just like, okay, like, what happened to you?
That gray wash over your whole face.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're getting, the thing about the sun is you're not just getting what's coming from the sky onto you. And so, yes, you could wear a hat, you could stay under a shade, but you're getting it reflected. It's reflected off every surface and it's still getting to you. And you have UVA, you have UVB. So you're going to have those UVA rays are going to age you and the UVB is going to burn you. And all of it is, I mean, I love you, sun. You're a wonderful thing in our life. We couldn't live without you, but you're a burning ball of radiation. So like, we need to know that that's essentially why too much of it can be just really not good for you. It can really cause, you know, poisoning and like, you know, sun poisoning and like these reactions, the blistering, the redness, you know, just a really upsetting situation. So this is really great because they've tested it on really dark skin and there is no like whiteness, none of that. It's a non-nano zinc oxide is in there. It has, you know, moisturization as well as it has essential oils because we always add essential oils, right? So frankincense, helichrysum, because helichrysum is a sun supporting oil, and frankincense is wonderful for your skin. And every single ingredient, whether it's an oil, like it has avocado oil in the lotion one, you know, and aloe vera and raspberry seed and vitamin E, you know, it is, every ingredient is a balance. They worked on the balance. It took them forever to get this done because they're trying to balance the moisturization, the spreadability, the effectiveness, so that they can say like SPF things. You can't say all these high SPFs anymore. You can't say that. And you can't, if you call things a sunscreen, that isn't correct either. So that's why it is sun care, because it's not, you cannot, like, everything has changed through research about all of those kind of things. And so all the stuff we used to know is like, you know, this, the 30 number, it means how much time you can spend in the sun. And what's really great is that, as we recall with the reapplication thing that we used to have to do, worrying about reapplication, worrying about putting it on half an hour to an hour before you were out and going out in the sun, all of that, that's not necessary with this. That is not necessary with this. This is, you know, like, it's a game changer. It really is, because, you know, all of the research that they've done to bring this out in this modern time and just really like figure everything out was extensive. And so they've made sure that it's just like, it's going to work, and it's going to work right away. So I think that's just awesome. And of course, reapply if you're out there, you know, in the water and you're doing water sports and you're, you know, like, or you're out for hours, you know, reapply, of course, reapply. But, you know, like, it's just so much, it's going to go on smoother. Your reapplication, I don't know if you guys remember reapplication, then you try to put it back on and then it's like all over the place and it wasn't sticking. And then you get like the later afternoon, like streaks where you'd get the sunburn and the
Yes.
So yeah, so this is just really, with the spray, that's gonna really cover so much better and just be, you know, so much nicer. And then of course the stick, and well, this is the face and body, so that's really good for your face because it's going to moisturize, as we said, with avocado, raspberry seed and aloe vera. And then the stick is gonna stay put. Oh,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
okay, the face and body, so yeah, there you go. The stick, it's gonna stay put. So the point of the stick is to be able to apply it and have it stay put. My husband has a really bad problem with his lips getting sunburned and then getting a staph infection. He has to be extremely careful. It is just a dangerous situation. So he covers up and uses this is going to be perfect for him. So this has shea butter, jojoba, cocoa butter, vitamin E, again, carrot seed, frankincense, and helichrysum. And the carrot seed is a is a like the helichrysum, it's a good oil for helping. It's a natural sun blocker, so and healer for the sun. So you know, and then it just has those non-nano zinc oxide, so that's gonna keep it safe for the reef. All of the ingredients are not toxic. They're also not carcinogens that a lot of the other ones all had benzone, you know, that is that's a carcinogen.
Yeah, no, there's horrible stuff.
Well, that was the thing. Yeah, you were putting these things on to prevent. It was
on your biggest organ.
It became
soaking it in.
Yeah, and you just felt like what do you trust, right?
Yeah. You just cover up like a mummy.
And this is like the beautiful spray that we love. It's a continuous application spray that you can turn upside down, sideways, whatever.
Nice.
So super easy to use. It's going to be
it's not aerosol.
It's not, and it's not. It's water resistant protection. So what? Again, the research, right? They realized we don't need to use propellants. All these other ones, like we used to have one that if you sprayed it, you would have to like be outdoors, like you were using like DEET or something, because it would just fill the entire space with like this horrible toxic, like you know, like that. Like now we don't have to worry. Yeah, it's awesome because it's concerning, right? So this mineral sunscreen spray again has like some wonderful things in it: the carrot seed, the frankincense, the helichrysum, because those are the good, you know, things that are just essential for your skin protection in terms of natural help. And then it has a blend of avocado oil, raspberry seed oil, aloe vera, turmeric extract, jojoba esters, and again the vitamin E. So these are important because you know, other derivatives just didn't work as well. They didn't work as well. And they, through research, found out like sunflower oil, all these other oils did not really help. They ended up with a different, later on, they found out that they were kind of doing the opposite. So it's very concerning to hear that when you're like a person who's really worried about that, and you're just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, these are so well researched, and they're going to be so useful, and they really are going to last you. Look at how big that is. And they're going to be reasonably priced, you know. So I already ordered mine. We won't get the after sun until August, but you know, all the other three, the orange ones, will be there for you. And they're going to be just like, you're gonna love them because of that.
It's very exciting, super exciting,
and use them, you know, right away and just really well. And so they've been tested by our advocates, and by, you know, everybody like has gone out and like tested them on themselves, and like sat there and worn those little like monitors that tell you how much sun exposure and all that kind of stuff that you can wear. So it's just, you know, we take it seriously. We don't mess around here at doTERRA with these things, and we wouldn't have put this line out unless we really, you know, researched it.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like for me, as just a person and a mom and someone who has struggled with those things I was mentioning earlier, where you just kind of throw your hands in the air and be like, I don't have a week to research sun care. I really appreciate, for years we have been begging doTERRA to come out with a sun care line that was going to be all the things that this is. And they kept saying, it's not ready. Like, you know, it's not something that you just put together. This is a major health concern for all people with skin, which most of us have. And it needs to work. It needs to be the real deal. It needs to be heavily researched and tested. And I really appreciate that they've gone through that for me. I don't have to worry about those things. We are, like I said, we're going to do another video where we really do dive deeper into why and what ingredients and how they work. I like that it's mineral based, so it's more of reflecting the sun's rays as opposed to absorbing them. I really like that it's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's reef safe, which, is hugely important to us and to most people. Like Diana said, it's toxin free. It's also cruelty free, not tested on animals. It's all the things I wanted, and now it's here. And Joan, you're like me, right? We're like the paleo people,
Yeah.
right? We've got that fair skin and we live in the desert and we're like walking, we're ridiculous. We're like,
And we're trying to make up, at least for me, right? Trying to make up for all the years of baby oil.
oh
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, the fried chicken years, right? The years that we would just remember sunbathing. That was a thing.
Sunbathing. Oh yeah. Yep. Get that slather that baby oil on, get out there at the beach for hours, get as brown as possible. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I think that, I'm excited for the spray for the ease, right? It's so easy. And I love my beautiful sprayer. So I know how that works.
Yeah, I'm excited for the spray, and I'm excited for all of them, but I think what I'm probably going to order right away, I'm processing my order today. I'm probably going to get the spray and the stick to take with me on vacation. Yeah.
I like the idea of the stick. I'm thinking like the tops of the shoulders, this whole bridge
and face. Yeah, I'm excited for the stick for the face.
I also really like it for your hands. We forget about our hands.
We forget the hands and the tops of your feet, right? Yeah. Sandal, everybody gets the sandal sunburn, right?
Oh, for sure. Well, and I feel like with your hands, you're using them and you're rubbing them and you're touching. So you really need that gonna stick. That idea.
You need to reapply to your hands and feet a lot more because they are having things. It's getting rubbed off and worn off more. Yeah.
This is really exciting. I'm excited.
And the swimsuit borders is a really great place to use that because that's where you always end up getting that.
That's why I feel like finally learn to put your sunscreen on before you put your bathing suit on.
Yeah.
Because then that way that you've got it everywhere you need it to be before you put your bathing suit on. Yeah.
Sure. One of the reasons we haven't done our deep dive on these, and we will be doing it soon, is because we want to have it. Like I want to have it and use it, and not just once, but like I want to have it and use it. We're traveling. We're actually we'll be right at the beach or at the ocean line. We're not swimming. It's cold up here, but like I want to test it and use it and be able to really share my thoughts. Like, well, this one works great, or this one for that, and how it smells. How is it greasy? Is it sticky?
Yeah. How does it go on? Does it really go on smooth and easy? And I want to be able to really share that experience. So we're really looking forward to putting that together for you guys. So watch out for it. But for now, as Diana said, all of the orange ones. So you are able today to get that gigantic tube. I love it, of that face and body lotion. You can get the body spray and you can get the face and body stick. Also note that stick has a 40, and it's because it's gonna like stay put, right? An SPF of 40. So hop on there and grab them. You can get them at 25% off if you set up your doTERRA account. It's just a wholesale membership account. And again, that's not going to auto ship anything, or it's just like Amazon or whatever. You open your account and you get to shop. So let us know and we can help you get that set up. And we're going to dive on this later, but I think that covers it. Get excited, guys. Get excited. July, such great benefits in July. Get that oregano, get that cypress. And then we went off in the sun, but don't forget, it's really good.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. We do have the one more. Joan, do you want to talk on this for a second?
So right now they're extending, and correct me if I'm wrong on any of these points, but they're extending the free enrollment, right? Yep. So to get your account, right? And a lot of people think, ooh, an account, right? What does that mean? That means I have to buy, I'm tied into stuff. It's none of that, right? It's none of that. You get an account, and then once you're a wholesale customer, that lasts you for a year, and you get the 25% off. You have the ability to do the LRP that we were talking about. So you have the ability to get those free oils every month. And so they're extending the free enrollment. Normally enrollment, if you don't do it with one of the preset kits that carries enrollment with it, then you pay $35, right? I think it's $35 for enrollment. So right now they're extending it, and it's the enrollment fee is waived if you order. Now, I'm not sure if it's dollars or PV.
It's PV.
It's PV. Yep.
Okay.
150 PV.
150 PV, which is a whole other thing, but contact us. We'll walk you through all that. But if you order 150 PV point value worth of product, you get a free account, and you can make it up of whatever you want. You can create your own custom enrollment kit if there's not a kit that you see, but there's all kinds of great combos, and we can help you if you're looking to address a specific health concern or family concern, whatever you need. If it's an emotional concern, I'm going to tell you, contact Diana, right? She's gonna, we're all good with it, but she is just amazing with the emotional support and emotional uses of the oils. But yeah, so many uses, and I love the idea that you can just create your own.
Yeah, you can get, and you get free shipping. Because, and then you also, if you, well, you could get the sun care stuff. You could get the sun care stuff. You can grab that bottle of oregano. You can throw in there some other things that you've been wanting or needing, or that you want to, kind of get started with. And then you're going, right? You're up and running. And then next month, if you decide to do LRP, something I always encourage people to do is start with one, like focus. Like, let's say you wanted to start with the sun care line. Start with one focus and then add to it each month, which is how the LRP works so nicely. It's like being on a budget plan. You're not overspending. Make sure you like it, make sure you want to keep using these things before you spend a ton of money, right? And the LRP helps you to do that. But if next month you do your LRP, and let's say, who knows what great oil we're going to get for free, and you get that, you're going to get 50 doTERRA dollars, basically $50 in your account for you to do some free splurge shopping. So I think that's pretty darn awesome. You're getting the membership for free, the shipping for free. And then next month, when you do an LRP that hits like that free oil of the month level or 100 PV, you're going to get 50 back, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I say do the 125, because then you're also getting that oil.
So you get a free oil.
And you get free shipping, right? So
Right?
you get points.
Come on, max out.
You're going to get points on the whole order, which you can then use the next month for more freebies. So it's just crazy, right? And all of that is like the stuff that we can help you with. We'll be like, okay, well, let me help you maximize your order, maximize your dollar, and make sure that you're only getting what you really need to start with the issues that you want to address. So reach out to us and we will help you with those things. Did I miss anything, or did we miss anything on,
I was just gonna say that we all get free shipping, which is awesome on any 100 PV order. So I love that. And they've got their process really streamlined now that they decided to turn to that, and you get your order quickly.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah, noticeable. I feel like it's really noticeable, the difference. It's really been great. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go ahead and have us wrap up, just because we shared the facts in it. But watch for us. We will be putting out another video probably later in this month, when we've had a chance to get and use our sun care products. Miss Joan's going on vacation, so we'll hit her up after she gets back and share with you our thoughts. I know that there's a lot of research and a lot of great information. If you want to deep dive with us on that, be sure to check out that video. We also have some great review videos up and things that you guys can learn from, and our workshops, which are, I'm going to go ahead and say, notorious for being absolutely awesome. I'm not even kidding. Like, our workshops that we have done in the past, and I can say that because it's not like it's just me, you know what I mean, teaching it. We have incredible people on our team who kind of specialize in different areas of, or like Diana with the emotions and skin, you know what I mean? Miss Joan is a incredible yoga instructor, and for mindful health and wellness and nutrition. And like, we all kind of have these areas that we're super passionate about, and we have shared these in workshops that you have absolute access to. You can subscribe to the channel and check them out. Obviously that's free, but you can just go on our channel and find all of this. It's there for you at any given time, pet care, everything. So we hope it's of use to you. That's why we do it, is to help you kind of get those questions answered and support you through education on how to make the most of your doTERRA account, and just kind of keeping in that mindset of continuously learning better options for your health and wellness. So with that, are we wrapped up, ladies?
I think we're wrapped up. That was great.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you at the sun care coming up.
Exciting. Bye, everybody.
Bye.